Hello and welcome to the 2023 National Music Competition Melbourne Polytechnic Showcase. We would like to thank the sponsors of the competition, that is Byron Bay Lager, Red Bull and the Student Experience Network. We'd like to firstly acknowledge the traditional owners of the land, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging and acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded. We have a fantastic day full of amazing acts here at Melbourne Polytechnic, 5 to be exact. We would also like to give a thank you to our live production crew behind the scenes, making all of this possible. So we would like to welcome to you our first act of the night. We have Sasha Tyler, a 25-year-old singer-songwriter from Canberra who moved to Melbourne earlier this year to pursue music full-time. She is inspired by synth pop music all the way to funk, soul, and jazz. She writes lyrical expressionism in her songs to produce music that tells a story. So please put your hands together for Sasha Tyler.
Hi. As has already been said, my name is Sasha. I'll be playing a couple of original tunes for you guys today. And I have with me my beautiful band. I have got Felix on electric guitar. I've got Fetle on backing vocals. I have got Robbie on synth. And I have Nikki on the bass. And these guys are the dream team. I love them. The first song that I'll be playing is called Twilight, and it's about that kind of in-between space that you have with someone where there's a connection, but nothing kind of has developed into a relationship yet, but you kind of know that it will, and you're kind of like in this space. And I'm really interested in transitory liminal spaces. I think they have a lot of magic in them, so I've written quite a few songs about that. Yeah. And are you guys all ready? Cool, this is Twilight. And I could break this tension. I could do it, dare me, please just say something. 'Cause I'm scared to let it be. Scared to break, scared my silence will be the death of me. And I'm wondering what that soft gaze means, 'cause it's twilight and I keep quiet. We're both thinking our own thoughts. Are you thinking of me? And it's so real now. It's funny how a few months ago we didn't know the way it would be. The night is purple and blue and all shades of you. We walk back to the car. God, was I bold? Didn't care 4 weeks ago. Now I'm so scared to fuck it up, scared to ruin what I've got. 'Cause how would I be walking all out grooves, yet not allowed to think of you like that? Fingertips aching for skin I'll never have. And now it's twilight and I keep quiet. We're both thinking our own thoughts. Are you thinking of me? And it's so real now. It's so funny how a few months ago we didn't know the way it would be. so overwhelming. What a silly bitch I am. Yeah, I know regret hurts more than anything, so I guess I have no choice now. And all the evidence is so overwhelming. What a silly bitch I am. Thank you. Thank you to my beautiful band. They're gonna exit the stage now, if they can see. I have one more original for you guys. I'm just gonna sort some synth stuff. Okay. This next song that I'm going to play is called Burning House. It is, thanks, it is ultimately about generational trauma. Thanks so much. But I think it is quite almost an unnuanced kind of take on generational trauma. But sometimes you have to feel your feelings, let yourself be angry, know that you're angry about being mistreated regardless of the reasons why, and then write your songs about it, process, and then move on and be kind. So that is this song. It is called Burning House. And I've produced the backing track for it as well. Your cynicism is breaking me down. You let your throne crumble, but polish your crown. And you take digs at me, but you'd hurt, I rebound words, they'd cut you thrice deep. Walls up, you're not listening to me. And you don't like birthdays, don't like Christmas Eve. Don't need a reason to notice you're unhappy, and your life is a parade. It's so grand how you laugh, how you play, how it's all a facade. You're silent underneath. You were born in a burning house, so you think the whole world's on fire, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not. Oh, I wish you could see that. Smile for your co-workers, smile for your friends. Guess you can't afford another smile from me then. You refuse to be loved you've given up. You smell smoke, no alarms going off. You were born in a burning house, so you think the whole world's on fire, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not. Oh, I wish you could see that. You were born in a burning house, so you think the whole sky is coming down. I loved at a cost, all my white cells depleted. Treat me as naive, treat me as unrespectable. Drain me, let me bleed, ask me to give and give it all. I am not an accessory to your apathy. I am my own damn kind. My joy is not an apology, not a naivety. It is a state of mind. It is written, our sign is a crime. You're burning this house down with your eyes. All your careful omissions are lies. They're just lies. They're just lies. You were born in a burning house, so you think the whole world's on fire, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not. Oh, I wish you could see that. You were born in a burning house, so you think the whole sky is coming down. And I've loved at a cost, all my white cells depleted. Thank you. Thank you so much to sound and lighting and the film crew and everyone who's worked really hard to get this together.
Welcome, Sasha. Amazing job today.
Thank
Can you
you.
tell us a little bit about each of the songs that you performed?
So I performed 2 songs. The first one was Twilight and the second one was Burning House. Twilight was about this idea of almost, this kind of feeling of almost, and this feeling of being in a transitory space with a person where you're not quite in a relationship with them, but you're very connected to them and you kind of know something will happen, but you're kind of on the edge of that cliff with them.
Like a tension.
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
tension.
nice.
And I really love the idea of that. And I think a lot of my music is sort of around those spaces, those in-between spaces. So I wrote about that. And it was the situation that it was about. It was twilight. It was night. We were near a river and there was all these night sounds. And I wanted to kind of recreate that feeling and that emotion.
It's amazing. So it actually didn't have anything to do with the movie Twilight.
No. Yeah. I titled the song Twilight in brackets, please say, just to like differentiate it from the movie a little bit. But yeah.
That's amazing. And the second song that you performed, can you tell us a bit about that one as well?
It's called Burning House. And I heard a quote, or I read a quote that was something on the lines of people born in burning houses think that the whole world is on fire, even if it isn't. And that really resonated with me. And I wrote this song in a space of hurt and anger, knowing that I was being mistreated by someone who
had grown up in a burning house, I suppose, and knowing the reasons why I was being treated like that, and knowing that I felt angry even though I was trying to kind of excuse them for their behavior. And I think the emotions of that kind of created this song, and I needed to just feel them despite the circumstances and despite what that person was going through. And I needed to assert myself, and I needed to be my own person and assert my individuality and my experience in that circumstance.
How do you go from having an idea like that, a conversation or a connection with someone, to creating this fully realised concept where you've got, you know, visuals in the background and things like that? What does that look like for you?
I wrote these songs a number of years ago, so it kind of is just mulling over in the back of my mind for a number of years. But it starts off with, everything that I write starts off with emotion and my own personal experience. And it's normally just in my bedroom with my guitar or with my piano, or it'll just be a line in my notes app. Like I had the line for Burning House in my notes app and in my voice recording app for ages. And then if I feel that emotion, I'll build on it. So it starts like that. And then I let myself kind of sit on the music that I write for a while. And then after a while of playing it and letting it kind of just sit in the back of my mind as I'm going about my life, I'll hear the instrumentation kind of in my head. And then I eventually will sit down and add it all in my audio software in my DAW. And then when I'm fortunate enough to have a band, which has been so beautiful this year, then I can, shout out to my beautiful band. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate everyone who's played with me this year. Then I can kind of give parts out and say, like, are you able to play this? And it's just been beautiful to hear it fleshed out. And then I think the lighting and the kind of other elements are based on the emotion of the music as well.
For sure. And do you feel as though you're a visual artist, right?
Yeah.
Does that play into your music performance at all in what you do?
Yeah, I think I see what I'm making and writing, especially when I'm producing, I see it in relation to colours. I see a lot of music in colours and a lot of emotions in colours. And I did a big visual arts series that was connected to a little EP that I've made that was all about those transitory spaces. So I think everything that I'm making, because it's emotion-based, it all bleeds into each other. So I'll make art pieces that have the same kind of emotion as my music.
So it's kind of like a visual audio experience.
Yeah, for me. It's coming from inside my brain and inside my body, and I'm hoping that other people can see that as well.
Yeah, we get to have a peek into what's going on in your world through your music, which is really quite incredible. Would you like to plug your socials or anything for the people watching at home?
Yeah, I am at _Sasha Tyler _ on Instagram, and then facebook.com/Sasha Tyler Music. But my Instagram is a lot more up to date than my Facebook. I'm getting there.
Awesome. So follow Sasha on Instagram, people. Thank you so much, Sasha. You've been amazing.
Thanks.
Our next act is The Silence Engine. Fronted by Stefan on vocals, guitar and bass, he is joined by Matt on the drums and Joe on guitar. The Silence Engine are an alt-rock trio with progressive roots, also leaning into the 90s style of rock. So please put your hands together for the trio, The Silence Engine.
Hi, how's it going? I'm Stefan, this is Joe on guitar and Matt on drums. This first song's called Shakti, which is from our previous EP. It's like our hit single, which isn't a hit single yet, sort of. Ready? serpent is rising in you. You know the power of light in you. It's coiled in your spine. And when the moment is right now, release beckons inside. A woman of means an hour, a girl exploding inside. Lately I need you and I'm holding on, holding on. Lately I freed you and it won't take long, won't take long. The power of freedom, of desire, from desire. Lately I've seen you shining on to the night. I know you're feeling uptight. I know you're rocking and rolling with it. Essential freeing inside. A longing for the night. Lately I need you and I'm holding on, holding on. Lately I freed you and it won't take long, won't take long. The power of freedom, of desire, from desire. Lately I've seen you shining on to the night. When the moment is right now, release beckons inside. A woman of means an hour, a girl exploding inside. Baby, it's on tonight. Lady, it's on. Baby, it's on tonight. Lady, it's on take long, won't take long. The power of freedom, of desire, from desire. Lately I've seen you shining on to the night. Thank you. Bit of rock and roll for you. Some lights. So this second and last song is called All Your Life. It's a bit of a existential song. But thanks for having us. Thanks for all the people setting it up and everything, and Polytechnic, and teachers and students. know you. You were a shooting star crashing down from a great height, tangled in vines. A mastermind caught again to be someone. You're running from yourself to be someone. All your life you're running over here, running over there, running over me. And in the night I'm searching for you here, searching for you there, searching for you. All your life, yeah. Your search is over, fading light. Where there's breath, there's only breathing, a shooting star. Died a shooting, come to rest. On his stony path again, come to rest. All your life, you're running over here, running over there, running over me. And in the night, I'm searching for you here, searching for you there, searching for you. All your life, yeah. All your life, you're running over here, running over there, running over me. And in the night, I'm searching for you here, searching for you there, searching for you. All your life, yeah. Come home,
Please introduce to us your names.
I'm Stefan. I'm on guitar and vocals and write songs.
Matt, drums.
I'm Joe, lead guitar.
Awesome. Can you guys tell us a little bit about who your musical inspirations are and where you draw the ideas from for your songs?
It's quite varied between the band. I think Matt likes some African rhythms and different things, but I grew up on the Beatles and the Doors and so all the stuff, and Jeff Buckley and R.E.M. and stuff like that. So, and yeah, I write sort of the music's always first, and the chords come first type thing, and then sort of mumble some melodies over the top type thing, and then have some lyrics. So yeah.
So would you typically write the lyrics first, or
music first? Yeah.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I understand that you guys released an EP this year and also an album.
We did an album about 4 months ago called
Yep.
Eternally Dreaming.
Yep.
And we did the EP maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, amazing.
And the first song we played, Shakti, was from that EP. So yeah. And the second song was from the album. Yeah.
How has that been like for you guys releasing music and playing around Melbourne?
It's been good. It's a bit of work, and it's hard to get a bit of a following. And I'm not sure what you guys want to say.
I guess, yeah. I mean, when we released that first EP, it was just before the pandemic happened, so there was no gigging that we could do to back it up. So
Yeah.
in a way, it does feel a bit like we're starting from zero, but that means there's a lot of potential, which is really cool. So
Yeah.
Did you find you were doing a lot of songwriting then throughout COVID?
We couldn't even meet.
yeah.
I mean, we could do our own
We didn't
stuff
do much
personally, but collaborating was very hard.
I was writing at home and stuff, of course. But yeah.
So leaving lockdown then, you guys probably exploded with ideas.
Yeah, there's a lot of songs.
Yeah.
And we'd sort of been meaning to do that, the last album for, I think we tried for 5 times during the lockdowns to record it, but it kept being locked down all the time. So we finally got it together, and it did take a bit of time. But yeah.
So now we're just like super keen to get out there, play as many
Yeah,
gigs
yeah.
as possible, just like see as many people, meet as many new faces. Yeah.
And the album is called Eternally Dreaming.
Yes.
Where does that idea come from?
One of the songs is called Eternally Dreaming, and we had a lot of trouble trying to think of a name for the album. Yeah, I don't know, the song's, it's a bit of a sort of rock song. It's like an AC/DC rock song with like sort of Buddhist lyrics, and I kind of believe in reincarnation stuff, I guess, like that. So maybe that's got something to do with the title. Yeah,
That's really cool. And how did you find performing today?
it's good. Still a bit wired, so
It was fun.
it's a
Yeah.
nice sound. It felt pretty
Of
good.
course. Felt like a nice treat. Yeah.
Because we're looking for a bass player as well, so I used an octave pedal to play guitar and bass at the same time. So
Yeah,
still getting used to that. So.
musician stuff, right?
Yes.
Any bass players out there, hit up the
Yes.
silence engine. Would you like to plug your socials for the people watching at home?
We've got Bandcamp, we've got all our albums on there, Spotify, we're all on pretty much most of them, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Early fans.
Oh, true.
You've got to make an income somehow, right? So
And that's just at the silence engine.
that's right.
Yes. Yeah,
Wonderful.
so if you look up that, yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, and have a lovely rest of your day.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you. Time for pizza.
Yeah.
I'm just get you in the back and I'm just going to make a quick group.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I looked directly into the camera like 4 times now.
I tried.
Did it once.
It was very hard. I was sort of.
You didn't mumble though, like.
I understand, yeah. Like,
Yeah. Big smile this way.
Our next performer today, Fetle Wondima, also known as New, is an Ethiopian-Australian musician. She draws inspiration from neo-soul, from the 70s soul, and from jazz, particularly Ethio jazz. So please, let's give her a warm welcome. This is Fetle Wondima.
Hey everyone, I'm Fetle, and this first one is called Nighttime. I'm joined by the illustrious Jade on the keys. Woo! Thank you. Thank you, audience. But yeah, this song is actually my debut single, so check it out. It was released on the 20th of October on all streaming platforms. Yes. And it's sort of about at the start of a relationship when you feel a lot of things for someone and it's almost painful. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. This is Nighttime. Where roses bloom in moonlight, you'll find golden eyes. Meet me in the night time. Meet me in the night. Meet me in the night. Meet me You'll find me with golden eyes. Meet me again. Meet me in the night time. Thank you. So that was Nighttime, and it was composed by Felicity Yang, so shout out to her. And thank you so much, Jade, for playing it beautifully. So I'd love to welcome a couple more people onto the stage for my second song. I'd love to welcome Darcy Rock, yes, on the bass, and yes, Rock is her legal last name. It's crazy. So good. And I'd also love to welcome my friend Robbie. Robbie, come through. So this next song is called Water, and so I went on a date, and I thought it was a great date, to be honest. But not much happened after the date. Not much follow-up, if I say it nicely. And so I was spiraling, and as you do, you write a song when you spiral, and this is the song that came out of that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. This is Water. Move me like water, I wanna feel you around me. Eat to emotion, embrace and hold me real tightly. Don't let me go, I wanna live in your mind. Hold me real tightly. I said to remind you. Wasn't just a mention. We shared something that night. It wasn't just a mention. We shared something that night. It wasn't just a mention. We shared something that night. Was it just imagination? Was it my imagination? Was it my imagination? you. I want your taste to haunt me. Love me, take me higher. Hold me real tightly. Don't let me go, Baba. Live in your mind. Bury me slower. My sin to remind you. Wasn't just imagine. We shared something that night. It wasn't just imagine. We shared something that night. It wasn't just imagine. We shared something that night. Wasn't just imagination, was it? My imagination, was it? My imagination move me like water. I wanna feel you around me. E2 emotion in person. Hold me real tightly. Don't let me go, Bob. I wanna live in your mind. Burn me real slow. I said to remind you. Thank you. Okay. I'd love to invite one more guest for our last song. This one is called Sunshine by Cleo Soul, the Queen. I'd love to invite Sasha to help me with some vocals. And Sasha killed it earlier as well. Shout out to her. So, I love dedicating this song to all of my friends and loved ones. And there's not enough love songs about friends, and I feel like this one is it for me. So, hope you enjoy and think about your friends. Sunshine. Only love will save you this time. Hopelessly fighting to escape your mind. And nobody cares. make it. Sunshine, you make me feel alive. Little more, just a little more. Sunshine, you make me feel alive. Little more, just a little more. Sunshine, you make me feel alive. Little more, just a little more. Sunshine, you make me feel alive. Little more, the sunshine, you make me feel alive. That's why you are my sunshine. You help me heal inside. Sunshine, just smile, and you will be surprised. That's why the sun always feels alive. Little more, just a little more.
Hey, my name's Fetle, also known as New when I perform, and I love writing songs, and they usually come out when I'm spiraling about something or another. Happy songs are quite hard to write, but yeah, most of my songs are tied to some kind of experience, so whether that's dating or falling in love or feeling a little sad, it's sort of therapy for myself. So yeah, I draw inspiration from heaps of places, especially because I'm Ethiopian Australian. I grew up listening to a lot of Ethiopian jazz and traditional Ethiopian music, so that is always in the back of my mind. I also love jazz, so Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, Etta James, a lot of 70s and 60s soul, but also a lot of the newer neo soul. So Cleo Soul, I performed one of her songs today, and yeah, I feel that vibe inside of me. So a lot of inspiration from all sorts of places.
Well, what does draw you to that vibe? Like, what is it about you that you love, about the vibe that you love?
I think what draws me to that kind of vibe is, I don't know, when I'm singing soul music, jazz music, Ethiopian jazz, it feels so good. And it really picks up my spirits, especially with a live band and backing vocals as well. There's sort of a moment of flow when I'm performing that kind of music. And the storytelling element really draws me in as well.
Nailed it. And I understand you played a festival last year and a competition or something in 2021. Could you tell us a little bit about how that experience was for you, doing like a live gig?
Yeah, so I played a festival this year at 86 Festival, and I think it was the first time it was running, but I performed in the Super Saturday event, I guess, at 24 Moons for content.net.au. Check them out on Insta, they're so good. And it was incredible because I was performing alongside a couple of friends, but for the gig, had to produce some new tracks as well. So it sort of forced me to make some more music, which I love doing. Yeah, it's so fun performing to a crowd, and we were just opening, but there was a lot of people there, and I was like, oh my God. But there's an energy when people come and they're swaying or, you know, they're bopping their heads. It just makes you feel really held.
Amazing. And just last question. You enjoyed that gig. If you could gig with anybody, who would that be for you?
Anybody, like, if I could gig with anybody in the
Alive
world.
or dead?
Whoa.
Yeah. Anyone. Who's your dream sort of gig person?
You are asking the big questions. Thank you. So if I could gig with anyone in the world, alive or not alive anymore, oh man, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos of Bobby McFerrin, and he uses his voice in so many different types of ways, and he improvises with huge choirs and everything as well. So I think I would love to perform with him, because he would just be a one-man band with the percussion, with all the instruments, the chords, everything. And I just find him so inspiring, and I also really love improv. So that would be fun.
Amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time today. You're amazing, and have a lovely rest of your day.
Thank you so much.
Our next group are a three-piece by the name of Tina Growls. Fronted by Darcy Rock on guitar and vocals, she is joined by her partner Llewellyn on the drums and her brother Dylan on the bass guitar. Darcy Rock have been playing around Melbourne and are excited to produce music and release music in the near future. We would like to give a big warm welcome to Tina Growls.
Hi. We are Tina Growls. This song is called Sulk. It's getting late. I make myself a coffee just to get through. It's getting late. I'm wide awake. What a terrible mistake to make. And I don't want to say, I just don't want to sulk. And I've had enough. Thank you. So I just want to introduce the band. Dylan on bass. Llewellyn on the drums. And despite the name of the band being Tina, Growls, I'm Darcy. This is Sacrifice. Enjoy.
Welcome. Just maybe to start off with, tell us the band name and your names, okay?
So we're Tina Growls, I'm Darcy, this is Dylan, and this is Llewellyn.
And what's it like being in a band with your brother and partner?
I feel like it's good and bad being in a band with my partner and brother. I mean, we're very close, so we can kind of, get a bit grumpy and it's like all cool. We're also just not afraid to say what we think, which is really good. I don't know. How do you guys feel?
Yeah, it's good. Probably the same reasons that,
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else could deal with this.
Or pretty neurotic. And that's the
Yeah.
other thing. Also dependable, like other people in other bands, you can't okay, that sounds bad. You can't boss them around. I'm not that bossy, but
I'm used to being bossed around because I'm a little brother.
little
so
brother, yeah.
It's fine.
You don't get bossed around.
No, I'm the boss.
You wish.
I'd like to know, with that dynamic, what's your songwriting process like?
Yeah, I feel like songwriting for us is usually I'll come up with an idea and usually Dylan and I will jam it out.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I'll show Lou and then it just kind of expands and it really expands. Like it'll really be a really simple idea and we'll kind of just jam it out and see what else comes from it and then go from there. But
Yeah.
it's usually,
Like
you've written a song. Dylan's written a song the other day.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're pretty open to bringing other ideas in, but it's usually me that comes up with stuff. So yeah.
I was going to ask on that, you guys have a lot of you're very rock, but it's a lot of technical stuff and a lot of rhythm changes and things. How do you come about writing songs like that?
I feel like I just really like to, I guess experiment, but I also just want to sort of innovate on rock because I feel like rock music is, I don't know, maybe a bit stagnant or it's a bit sort of pinholed and I just kind of want to bring in sort of technical guitar stuff because I guess that's how we started learning guitar and sort of metal and technical things. So it's kind of like we've got the capacity to put it in there, but it's also wanting to make music that's constantly interesting to play. I think before we went on our hiatus, we were getting a bit bored with what we were playing live. So I think in that break, I really wanted to go, hey, what's the most I can do with this song and how can we make it so interesting so that we're not bored? And of course, Llewellyn brings in so many rhythmic things to the songs as well and sort of keeps us in check,
It sometimes starts pretty wild with the ideas, and I kind of have to. This is what we can actually do. I know you want to.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Off the deep end,
Yeah.
but
I feel like it's a good thing because I'm oh, this, and then you're actually this, and then this is actually a good idea.
Yeah. A lot of times, Darcy just pesters me with random little bits, and then we've just back and forth a lot. Which gets tense, but I think we all just want the best song really. At the end of the day, we're not too precious about our parts, but what's going to be the best song, which I enjoy.
Awesome. I was going to ask, you mentioned you had a bit of a hiatus. Could you maybe tell us a bit about that and what's on the cards next for Tina Growls?
Yeah, so we took a hiatus in 2020, ironically I don't know, maybe a month before the pandemic started. So when that kind of started, we were oh, well, we were already going to take a break. So, I feel like we were just a bit, like I said, stagnant. So we took a break, just focused on songwriting and practicing and stuff like that. And then we decided to come back at the start of this year. And yeah, it's been great. It's really the scene's different, but I feel like we're really confident in where we are right now and what we can bring.
Oh yeah. Last question for you. Who is Tina and why does she growl?
So Tina is my childhood dance teacher, and she growls. Well, she doesn't usually growl, but the whole phrase or whatever comes from one time I was side stage at one of our end of year shows, and she was about to go on, and a girl had like stepped on her dress and she turned around and she growled at this girl. And I was shocked, mainly just because Tina was like, and she is, like, she's such a lovely lady, like never, you know, the moms love her, like this kind of thing, and such a sweet person. And I feel like that just showed me that, you know, it's not always like, I feel like it's, for me, like Tina Growls is what you are when you're not what everyone else wants you to be. And I think that's really what I'm taking into the band and, you know, trying to subvert what people think we should be.
I love that. Do you want to plug your socials, or if you've got anything out already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can check us out on Spotify and Bandcamp. We have, our latest song was Love Again, we released earlier in the year. We also have Facebook and Instagram at Tina Growls. And oh yeah, like, you know, subscribe to our YouTube. Like, I'm keen to post some stuff on there too. So,
And that's all at Tina Growls.
at Tina Growls, yeah.
Thank you guys, you nailed it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Woo! Our next artist goes by the name of June Kang. She grew up in rural Queensland and found a love for music in making hip-hop beats on FL Studio. Her influences range from emo to rock to indie, which brings her to Melbourne producing very much her own sound here. You'll just have to wait and see for yourself. So let's put our hands together for our final act. This is June Kang.
Hey everybody, I'm June. Yeah. So gonna be performing some songs for you today that I wrote. A lot of other people today have had beautiful meanings behind their songs and why they wrote them. I just wrote these songs because I wanted to get into writing songs, which is something I've not done a lot of before. And I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. This one's called GTFO, and the lyrics were partially, or maybe mostly, written by my good friend Shauna. So, yeah. So we'll give it a whirl. Thank you. This next one, I called it, it's called The Kill, In for the Kill or something. I wanted to write a song that started off quiet and got like progressively louder, and that was the whole concept behind this song. So, yeah. puts on his work clothes. His key in the ignition, he goes, he hits the road. Another day just like the rest, and the rest left to go. He doesn't know how much longer he can keep it up for. Waking up every day is gonna feel like a chore. He puts in his 2 weeks and he walks out the door. He doesn't care what it is, just looking for something more. Hello, I am June Kang. I'm 19 years old. I am a trans woman from Australia. That's all you need. I'm a guitarist. I'm a musician. There you go. Yeah, I play music. I'm inspired by a lot of heavy music, like emo, punk kind of stuff. And that's all you really need to know about me. My lovely band. This is Nikki.
Yo, I play bass, and I'm inspired by a lot of heavy music as well. Blues, rock, soul, all that jazz. I like jazz. Do you like jazz?
Maybe.
This is Isaac.
Hello, I'm a musician. I'm also heavily influenced by heavy metal, hard rock, blues, bit of jazz here and there, but that's pretty much it, yeah.
And Jackson.
Yeah, I am an everythingist. I play drums, bass, guitar, singer, and I clearly have far too much time on my hands. Definitely into the heavier sort of music, so that's it, really.
Love it. Can you tell us a little bit about the songs you performed today and like what they mean? Just a bit about the songs.
Yeah. So to explain the songs I performed today at the Melbourne Music Showcase.
I was a background extra on Neighbours, and they have to like pause every single time a fucking plane flies over, and they're like in the flight line. It's terrible.
Magpies swooping around.
Awesome. All right.
I'm going to ask you that again, okay?
Cool.
So could you explain a little bit about the songs you performed today and what they mean?
Yeah. So to explain the songs I performed today for the Mel Poly Music Showcase. The first song, GTFO, I wrote it because I originally wanted to write a song in 7/4, just to try it out, you know. Because when I write, I kind of typically keep it in 4/4. But you know, I love odd time signatures and time signature changes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, you know, they did it, you know, so they can't complain, you know. Yeah, and that's pretty much the whole inspiration by the song. You know, the lyrics to the song were written by my good friend Shauna, as I explained in the video, who's not here today, but you know, shout out Shauna, you know who you are. And yeah, that's the inspiration behind the first one. Oh yeah, and the bass line, the original riff of the song, I was inspired by the song "So Fresh, So Clean" by Outkast. So, you know, listen to it again with that in your mind. The second song, "In for the Kill," I wrote it because I wanted to write a song that kind of started slow and soft and progressively got very heavy and very fast. And yeah, when I was writing the song, for some reason the imagery of like a guy quitting his job to get into doing drugs really was speaking to me. So that's what the lyrical content of that song's about. So, you know, if you see me on your street in a couple of years, don't be too surprised.
Music worked out.
Chose the right career. Is this acceptable? Like, is this okay to put? Cool.
More than acceptable for me. I would like to ask you, what would be next on the cards for you exiting the course? What would you like to do with your music, really?
So this is kind of the last week of my advanced diploma. Well, I got one more week, but it's pretty much wrapping up now. And from this point forward, I'm just looking to like start gigging with a couple bands, you know, just getting out there, having fun, you know, just trying to get into the Melbourne music gigging scene. And then apart from that, I'll try and write some more originals and release them under my name, and just keep going with the music stuff and, you know, just see where it leads me. If it leads me to further music education, if it leads me to being a songwriter, if it leads me to, you know, just more gigging, you know, whatever, I'm kind of down for it as long as it involves music.
Amazing. I would like to say as well, thank you for being a proud representative of LGBTQI people. You rock.
Yeah.
My last question that will be for you guys is, who's got the best cartoon character impression?
And you know, one more thing about our band is we love our cartoons here. We love, especially this show called Family Guy. And I think our good friend Jackson here has
Yeah, I
something,
think
an
he
impression he wants to show you.
Okay, alright. Shut up, Meg. That's all I'll do for free.
We're actually gonna pay for.
Yeah. Start like an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And it's just like Peter
It's my unofficial audition to replace Seth MacFarlane.
On that note, thank you guys so much. You did amazing, and have a lovely rest of your day.
Thank you,
Thank you
all
guys.
yours.
You guys did
Yes.
great.
You rock.
Yes. Good job. Good job, team.
You rock. That was fun.
Okay.
Amazing. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting our amazing acts here at Melbourne Polytechnic. We would like to once again thank our sponsors, all the students and teachers involved, and of course the 5 incredible performers who performed for us. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you.